Well, we'll start this off with me look like I'm going crazy. Yeah. Trying to get a thumbnail. Let's see if that works. You never know, but hey, welcome in. You always got to have some fun, and if I'm welcoming you in with some fun already, then we got fun ahead too. It's the World Club Cup Championship going on, and right now we're at the semi-final post game, and we're going to look at the final and the third place game. So remember, it's the FIFA Club World Cup Finals, and we are at the final and third place game stage. Moxie, hi to you. Hope you're enjoying it. And Mr. Khalif, Mr. Yusuf, William also. And got a few people from the Middle East looking this way. Not just now, but have been for a little while. So I say a big hello to everybody in Morocco, which is not the Middle East. It's North Africa. I know that. But what I'm about to say is that the tournament in Morocco right now, and it's coming off in Tangiers and Rabat. The final's coming off in Rabat. But a lot of people around the world are looking at this World Club Finals. And again, you've got to say, the spills or the off spills, I see lots of happy Moroccan fans, man. I'll tell you, lots of happy, lots of people. And it's such a great vibe. So what a great advert for African football that Morocco is giving off. I mean, what a vibe, eh? Anyway, looking at the games so far, you know, let's break it down. The first round, Al Ahly took on, and Al Ahly is from Egypt, and Auckland City are from Australia, mate. Now, the first game, Moxley, you can back me up on this because I said to you before this even started, because you asked me about the championship, and I said, I'm not too sure about the defense on Auckland City, and it's going to be interesting. And I'll tell you what, you can go and check out highlight reels from that game, Al Ahly 3, Auckland City 0. And you got to say, goalkeeping errors, yeah, for sure, on a couple, no doubt about it. And Al Ahly were in the game, not a problem. So it wasn't a surprise when they won. 3-0 was a little high, but it wasn't a surprise. Then they moved on into the second games, and that's the second round. The second round, North America had a team in there, Seattle Sounders on Major League Soccer, and they were going up against Al Ahly that just beat Auckland City. And I've got to say, in that game, briefly, Seattle Sounders had some chances to have made a difference in the game, didn't take them. And if you don't take them and you don't score, and someone does, well, you can say all day long how good or how much better you were than the team that just beat you, but the team that wins is the guys that score. So Al Ahly gets a lovely win, and they then get themselves into the first semi-final, which we're going to talk about soon, against Real Madrid from España. Real Madrid and Al Ahly. Do you like the way I say Al Ahly? If you don't like it, tell me I'm wrong. But I'll tell you what, I know my language, Al Ahly. And then on the other side of things, Wydad Casablanca from Morocco were taking on Al Hilal from Saudi Arabia. It finished 1-1, and then it went on a penalty. So, sad. The home team, Morocco's fans were hoping that Casablanca were going to get through, but oops, it's penalties and bye-bye. Sad. But you know what? Great hosts. Al Hilal moved forward then to take on Flamengo from Brazil. And we're going to talk about them two games right now. Now, down below, you can see the links from the semi-final, Al Ahly and Real Madrid, and also Flamengo and Al Hilal. So down below, you can see them links for the goals, for the highlights and the replays and stuff that you like to see. But talking briefly, before you get there, if you want my opinion, and if you don't, just zip on for a couple of seconds and you won't get my opinion. But if you want my opinion, then here it comes. Al Ahly and Real Madrid. It was a comfortable 2-0 for Madrid. Then it got to be 2-1. Then it could have been 2-2. And it could have been tied up. And then Madrid got 2 late goals. And Luka Modric even had time to miss a penalty. So it could have been 5-1. It could have been 2-2. But it finished 4-1. Okay, so Madrid on the day doing what they normally do. They won through pretty good. And Al Ahly really represented well. So farewell to the Egyptian team. They go to the third place final, which I always say is the loser final. And Madrid go to the World Club Cup final. I'll tell you who they're going to play next. Right now is Flamengo taking on Al Hilal. And Flamengo is Brazil. And Al Hilal is from Saudi Arabia. And it finished 3-2 to Al Hilal. It was a fantastic game. And Al Hilal deserved the win. it wasn't a massive shocker, because on face value, you put the ball in the net 3 times. I don't care if you're a great team or a bad team. You just did a great performance. 3 goals in a game is better than average. The average is 2.5 goals a game, which means you get 1.25 goals. They got 3 goals. So credit, 3 goals against Flamengo. Good team. Good team. They're not a bad team. So you got to say it is what it is. So Flamengo go to the loser final. Al Hilal go to the winners final, the World Club Cup final, coming off on the 11th in Rabat. They both are played on the 11th. We'll get to that shortly. But I got to say this. Al Hilal, Saudi Arabian team, took out Casablanca, took out Flamengo, are now going to take on Real Madrid in the final. Isn't it funny how Saudi Arabian teams are doing pretty good recently? I mean, check out the World Cup back in November, December. Saudi Arabia started the World Cup in absolute bomb-bursting demolition derby style when they defeated the world champions Argentina. Who forgot that? Right. So Saudi Arabian football, man, I'll tell you what, you got to give them some respect. That whole region, not just in the Saudi Arabia, but also the North African region and into the Middle Eastern parts. Football's coming up all over the place. But staying with Saudi Arabia, they did fantastic in the World Cup. For my money, they beat the world champions. They're the only team that have beaten the world champions so far. I mean, they were not world champions before when Saudi beat them. But let's face it, it does count. It really does count. And it shook Saudi up. Saudi shook Argentina up to become world champions. Now, on the World Club finals here, got to say, Al Hilal is doing a fantastic job. It's Saudi Arabian football into the final. And it's not by fluke. They've earned their way there. We'll talk about scorers and we'll talk about games in a minute. But just saying that, Saudi Arabia, fantastic, doing an amazing job. Who else is playing in Saudi Arabia right now? Is it that CR7 fella? Cristiano, what's his name? Ronaldo, yeah, 177 million. Yeah, he's in Saudi. Everything's happening in Saudi. They're trying to get a World Cup in the future. Their football's great right now. The national team's great right now. Ronaldo's in Saudi. Yeah. Future's looking bright for Saudi, eh? Hotbed of soccer moving forward. Anyway, the final will be, in my opinion, going to form. Al Hilal will probably win the final. Joking, obviously. No, in all reality, I think we're going to be in for a magical final. But I got to say, it's probably Real that are going to win the final. I can't see it going any other way. I mean, can you? Can you really see that going any other way? And I mean, so let's be honest. Al Hilal's done a fantastic job so far. They've done a fantastic job so far. And I just got to say, I just can't see it going any other way. Now, in the third place game, you've got Al Ali taking on Flamengo. Flamengo will be stung. Let's be honest. They did not expect not to be into the final, right? They came here thinking, yeah, we're going to the final. We're definitely going to the final. And they're not there. So, in a way, it's a bit of an embarrassment for them. Let's be honest. That doesn't sit good with them. It's quite the embarrassment. And you got to say, it is what it is. But again, you lost fair and square 3-2. So, mark your calendar. The 11th, February the 11th. These are local times. So, I'm going to give you what I think my time is. Anyway, 16:30 local time, Morocco. Al Ali taking on Flamengo in the match for third place. Then the final is also February 11th. Check your listings locally, wherever you are. But it's on at 8 o'clock there. Madrid taking on Al Hilal in the final. I think it's about noon my time without checking too far, but I think it's noon my time, which is mountain time. Now, let's look at the top scorers. There's only 2 guys with 2 goals leading the top scorer race so far, and that's Pedro from Flamengo and Salem Al-Dosari from Al Hilal. So if he scores or if he plays in the weekend and he gets one in the net, he'll be the top scorer. Otherwise, you got a group of players that are on 1 goal. The ones that really matter really are per se Mohamed Cano from Al Hilal, if he gets a goal, or Luciano Vieto, if he gets a goal. By the way, Luciano Vieto is Argentinian, and he's the one that got the winning goal against Flamengo, and they are Brazil. and they're rivals. So Vieto, he actually got one over on a Brazilian team, which if you're an Argentinian, that's fantastic. And vice versa. Vice versa. It goes both ways. It certainly does. So anyway, Vieto and Cano from Al Hilal, if they play on the weekend and they get a goal, they could join the top scorers or win it if they get to. And then as far as the other team goes, Madrid's in the final. So Arribas from Madrid. You've got Rodrigo as well. He scored a beautiful goal. Valverde and also Vinicius Junior. So there's 4 guys there that could be top scorers. So there's only 2 guys that have got 2 goals as leading it so far, and a lot of guys chasing him. So chances are that it will change the leading scorer. But right now, it's Pedro and Dorsari are the ones that are leading it. And you got to say, man of the match all the way through so far. So I'll give it to you straight off the bat. Mohamed Sherif from Al Ali was the man of the match against Auckland City. Keep listening. Mohamed Magdi from Al Ali was the man of the match against Seattle Sounders. Gustavo Cuela from Al Hilal was man of the match against Wydad Casablanca. Salem Al-Dosari, you've heard that name before, man of the match, Al Hilal, Flamengo. And finally, Vinicius Junior was man of the match for Real Madrid against Al Ali, again, for that game. So you've got 5 games, and 4 of the man of the matches have come from Egyptian, and you've got to say Saudi Arabian teams. That tells you something as well, right? So you've got to really take that for face value for what that is. But anyway, the game's coming off on Sunday. My take is that I've been mildly surprised about the play. I've been shocked that Flamengo are not in the final, to be quite honest. But I've been happily and really happily shocked that that's the way it's gone with Al Hilal getting in there. Now, there's a thing I'm going to say about that region of the world, Africa and pretty much North Africa is what I'm saying here. So right across the North African coast, yeah. I actually trained a Somalian team, and I was amazed with their athleticism, their intelligence, quick intelligence, fast, quick intelligence, quick plays. Think of a winger, Algiers, Mahrez, Riyad Mahrez. He's got great feet, great quick brain. He can cross it. He thinks where the move is. He can slide the ball in. He's just really amazing quick feet in tight places. Just exquisite feet in small places. When I was coaching the Somalian team, when I did, and I was literally grafting a team together and telling guys, no, you can't play, you're not good enough, and getting guys in and building it up, all of them had this natural born skill and ability. It's amazing. It's from that part of the region of the world. You know, you can say Brazilians have got the nice silky skill. The Germans have got the technical skill. Well, all along North Africa, I tell you, because I've seen it and I've been amongst them, and wonderful people. Once you're in there, you're in, and they look after you, mate. So the skill that they've got with their feet is typical for that part of the world. That's what I'm seeing in this competition. That's what I'm seeing, especially as far as you could say all the teams that are like not Real Madrid and not Flamengo, okay? Not Auckland and not Seattle. So figure it out yourself. Check the teams in the competition. There's not that many. But I'm saying this. The Moroccan team, Casablanca, Al Hilal, the Saudi team, Al Hilal, the Saudi team, and Al Ali, the Egyptian team, they all have this great skill in tight places and great quick brains. And just think of Riyad Mahrez and you'll know what I'm going. But that's what they got. But as for the final on the weekend, I'm saying Real Madrid probably got it. And wouldn't it be funny if Al Hilal did actually take it? That'd be great. I'm looking forward to the final because purely the longer it goes with Al Hilal still in it, well, it's like a magical cup game. There's a chance of an upset. And it would be an upset, but it would be a beautiful upset. And if this one would be an upset, Flamengo was like, whoa, Hala Madrid, keep going. But if Madrid gets topped by Al Hilal, that would be spectacular-y. No, don't you think? I think so. So, third place game, the loser final, Al Ali taking on Flamengo. Flamengo don't want to play that game, I guarantee you. They want to be in the final. So this is like... And you got Real Madrid taking on Al Hilal. I hope you enjoyed me bringing you up to date. And we're going to do a post-game from the final, obviously. Scoreline, drop a scoreline down below or tell us what you think about the World Club finals so far. And I think that we're probably looking 2-0 to Real Madrid, maybe 3-1, somewhere there. And Al Ahly taking on Flamengo. You know, I have to say this. Al Ahly will be playing their 4th game in 11 days. That's tough on the body, right? So they play 4 games getting to the 3rd place finals game. Flamengo's played a couple of games. So I think Flamengo's legs are going to be fitter, lighter, and probably stronger for the game. Does Flamengo lose 2 in a row? Would be funny, wouldn't it, eh? Wouldn't it be great for the Egyptian team to win one of them and finish 3rd? So we'll have to see what happens. But I'm telling you, I think that the final is going to be interesting. Real is the favourite. Flamengo is the favourite too. But let's see what happens. And by the way, Moxie, I hope you enjoyed the tournament too. And Mr. Yusuf as well. And everybody around the world, hope you're enjoying it too. Get into it, watch the final, have a blast, and come back here for the post-game after. Cheers.
The Ultimate Soccer Show. Join me, listen, you'll love it. Everybody does.